Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thanks for your support, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. So thank you for your Patreon, thank you for your Telegram, thank you for the support across the board, the Twitter, the Instagram, everything, okay? Really do appreciate it. Thank you for coming to the YouTube videos every day to watch the content. Now, right now, you can see that Bitcoin is running into a brick wall, isn't it? It's failing to close above this key level of resistance at the moment, which is not necessarily a bad thing, okay? If we went into a retracement here, I've given you your support targets, the levels of support that you do need to see held for Bitcoin. One thing that's positive here for Bitcoin, okay, is that the BTC shorts on Bitfinex are not increasing, basically. So think about this, okay? The level of resistance that we're at the moment would be a fantastic level to short, wouldn't it? So you would expect to see the shorts piling up. So this is something to think about. There is a couple of bearish indicators, okay? I'll show you right now. So on the daily, not on the daily, sorry, I do apologize. On the daily, obviously, you run into this level of resistance, normal. You're failing to close above it. If you get the close above it, wow, okay? Because look on the daily, you've not got much resistance. And this is what I said to you about the fall can be as quick as the rise, okay? The rise can come pretty immediate, because when you turn super bullish, you're full bull mode here. You know that, okay? So you can see that if you break this level of resistance, 4557, roughly around the area where it failed to close, higher than that, and this level of resistance, which is where you form this channel. Do you see this? I've told you this multiple times. I'm going to try and be quick with you today. So basically, if we can get a close above that, it's absolutely golden for Bitcoin, okay? And we can hold it and back test for support. We could be looking at a major pump here to 51,622 and another key level of resistance, which obviously, as you're fully aware, I would actually say potentially this sort of area, 49,873, the close, and where you created this level of resistance for yourself in this channel, you know, this falling wedge that you created for Bitcoin. Because like I said to you, you've broken out this falling wedge just here, you've come back up, you're testing this level of resistance right now. If you get rejected, I've given you key levels of support that you do need to see held for Bitcoin, okay? And a retracement, because a retracement could become, because you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, most going into the 9th daily candle here. Let's just check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're moving into 9th daily green candle here, which is absolutely massive. You know, the bull stepping in here is absolutely massive. The strength that they're showing at the moment, there's a bit of a fight going on. You're fully aware, okay? Now, if you get the pullback, it's healthy. You hold a key level support for continuation. What you've got here as well on the daily is you've got the 10 crossing the 55. That's bullish. You've created a bullish signal just here. The buy and go to the B signal. You're also creating another one just here, and potentially if we get this upside right here for Bitcoin and we break through this level of resistance on the daily and we hold it and the bulls really take over here, you've got a massive confirmation statement in itself. When the yellow line crosses the red line, that is super bullish for Bitcoin. That's your ultimate buy and go to the beach signal right there from CoinsKid. And then looking on the weekly as well, you know, you are holding above the weekly 20 EMA at the moment. I did say, and I put on Twitter, if you can see the week out and close above 39496 for Bitcoin, it's looking golden, because like I said to you, on the weekly time frame, you get back above these EMAs, especially 20 on any time frame, you are in an uptrend, my friend, and you have broken the trend. Basically, the trend is your friend until the end. Break the trend, make a new friend. Remember that, okay? So right now you was in a downtrend, your level of consolidation, you entered a downtrend just there, consolidation between the EMAs, okay? On the weekly is a massive indicator. So you just entered it just there, but you're seeing a massive level of support because you got squeezed at the bottom, okay? You come back up, you're holding support relatively well. If we can see the close now above this on the weekly, this is really good for Bitcoin, to be honest with you, moving forward, okay? So the level of support that Bitcoin's being shown at the moment is really strong. Now, I wanted to show you on the 4-hourly time frame, okay, just here, there is a bit of a bearish divergence that was forming just here. Do you see this? Which is effectively played out. Okay, so what we do need to see in the RSI, obviously you've got these high highs, do you see this? And then in the RSI you've got the lower highs, and just there you can see that that's why you've rolled. When you've rolled, you've came back and held support of the 10 EMA. Potentially, if you do fall through this, you do need to see the 20 hold, because like I said to you, on any time frame, if you're above the EMAs, especially 20, you're in an uptrend. And you can see you've not necessarily backtested this 20 since roughly, wow, how long ago is it right now? When you broke out, you had the backtest just there on the 21st of July. That's how long it's been since you backtested it. So do expect that if you do run into a level of resistance right here, because you can see you're having a kind of squeeze. It's what I mean about the EMAs. It's so important, okay? Look at the 10 EMA at the moment, holding beautifully. This is how strong this uptrend is for Bitcoin, okay? You're being forced into a corner. You're being forced like this. Do you see this? Effectively, you could say that you're forming some kind of ascending triangle right here, which is a bullish continuation pattern. Now, if you do see the break, you know, effectively from something like that, this way you could see the pop, the level of resistance, and a pump towards 42,259. Okay, there is upper targets as well, which are posted on Twitter, but I won't go into too much detail today because I'm trying to make the video quick because I'm shooting home today so I can get more content out for you guys. So I have been on holiday in Cornwall. So this is a potential play at the moment. The 10's creeping up. It's forcing you into a squeeze. Now, one thing I do want to show you, which is relatively bearish, I've always been transparent with you, is follow the smart money, okay? And right now, to be honest with you, okay, there's a lot of sort of conflict in this area. The smart money is selling. They've sold 3,000 Bitcoins over the past few days, okay? So this does need to pay attention. Are they selling the potential top of this little pump that we're seeing for Bitcoin? Are we looking at a rollover here? It's so indecisive. Or, you know, someone had the idea that potentially they're just putting a bit of profit into alts, because you can see they've been in profit here. They're buying at the bottom. You see this? So the Bitcoins that they bought, okay, that they're now selling and buying alts. Potentially, who knows? But you do need to pay attention to it, because this could coincide with a rollover here for Bitcoin. Now, like I said to you, if you do get a rollover, there are key levels of support that you do need to hold, okay? A retracement, the golden ratio. So right here you can see in the previous pump at 40k, they sold there, and that was fruitful for them, because they sold and then they took the profits and bought back lower. Okay, so this is a clever wallet. They know what they're doing. So this does need to pay attention to. Either they're selling to take profit now to buy back lower, or they're putting some of the Bitcoin profits into alts because they're seeing more of a surge in altcoins. So possibilities. But right now, you know, the charts, there is a squeeze coming. So there is a decision here that's going to be made for Bitcoin, because you can see if you're adhering to this level of support, you're being forced up. There is a decision relatively soon, hopefully today, where Bitcoin will break out this level of resistance that it finds itself under, or is it going to roll over, retrace, and come back to key levels of support? This level of support down here on the 4-hourly time frame, it would be a fantastic area to hold, which is the 55 EMA. Okay, so I won't go too deep into this, but what I want to show you as well is this, which is what's been correlating with Bitcoin. We've been targeting this. Now, a lot of people on Twitter are saying I've got a crystal ball, and I'm some kind of market wizard and stuff like that. I'm not. I just, you know, I teach you these skills, okay? All I'm doing is saying what I see. I'm not feeding you no spiel or giving you any bullshit. I'm just saying what I see, okay? And this is the DXY, and you know we've been targeting this as a direct correlation with Bitcoin, okay? When this continues with the trend, okay, which effectively it is in a downtrend. Now there's speculation of inflation and hyperinflation, money printing, printer go brr and all that. You know, with that, you would expect the cost of the dollar to depreciate, okay? It lose its value and strength. Yeah, okay, for a bit, but I do think that we may potentially be on the cusp of a second wave for crypto, where we do see that appreciation moving in towards the end of the year and the middle part of next year, where we do see a sort of massive pump for crypto. But again, not got a crystal ball. But what would correlate with that prediction is this continuation of the downtrend for the DXY. Now you can see, as anticipated, we're falling down. We've created this horizontal triangle, which primarily is a continuation pattern. You're fully aware of that. Obviously there is a percentage that we can break up and reverse, okay, so there is that as well. Now if it continues with the trend and you lose support here, because look, Bitcoin's in a level of consolidation, this is sort of up and down chop, it's in a continuation pattern. If you lose support here, this is where you can see the continuation of depreciation of the dollar, and this is where you will see the continuation of the bull run for Bitcoin, okay? So right now, like I said to you last week, there is a correlation here, and look, since this has been breaking down, Bitcoin's been pumping, okay? So this was in a rising wedge. As you can see, you've broken out of the rising wedge. You do have a breakdown target, which is to this line where you formed the wedge. Look, you got overextended. You fell back to support, you lost it, you've lost the upper level of support. So this is basically a fake out or a throwback, whatever you want to call it, in the DXY. It's came back, it's lost support of the rising wedge. You have a technical breakdown target. Now with this depreciation just here, this is where you're seeing the appreciation for Bitcoin over the past few days, okay? So with that, you could see if you do get to this particular target, this is where you could potentially see the break of resistance for Bitcoin. and it basically go full bull mode, because with that you would see something like this, continuation, come back down to this level of support. Potentially, you know, you may see a bit of a rally here, and you may see a bit of a pullback on Bitcoin, but this is essentially a continuation pattern, this horizontal triangle. There is also equally a massive hidden bearish divergence on the RSI, which I've pointed out to you many times. Okay, so yeah, who said crypto wasn't entertaining? Okay, there's a bit of a fight between the DXY and Bitcoin, and you can see it's exactly correlated, just as predicted. You know, this is rolling over, falling out of a bearish pattern, and Bitcoin's doing nothing but pumping, isn't it? So watch this space. It's crunch time for Bitcoin. Hopefully, you know, the fact that this is breaking down and it looks like it's coming down to a particular target, this is where you can see the continuation, the actual break of resistance right there at that $40,500 for Bitcoin, and the continuation of the bull run for crypto. And I would expect, you know, you would see alts rally as well. You would see a breakout relatively soon. Failing that, if this does pick up now and finds a level of support and does come out of this, then obviously you're going to see Bitcoin roll, aren't you? Take care, everyone. Bye bye.